So last time that we were together, you guys were in this cave, and you fought what I have dubbed the Terror Wolf. As you guys defeated him and put him away for good, the dark pool of energy in the middle kind of attacked everyone and put everyone unconscious. And then we all had our kind of dream sequences. So Lisbon, you went unconscious and you met a primordial dragon. You now have a platinum hand. Morgana, you had a vision of what seemed to be the Magic Academy and people like surrounding you. Kaido and Captain, you were back on your ship. The Captain, you were talking to your Deep One. And then Kaido, you were kind of nudged back awake to Jack Tar, who is now on the map, if anyone noticed. And so you guys all come back to consciousness, and here you are.
Bro.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah. An understatement of the year, maybe.
Hey, Captain, Jack Tar's back. Jack Tar's
Who's back?
here. Jack Tar's here as a ghost.
What? Jack? I'm staring dumbfoundedly at my hand and going, Jack? Tar?
Who's Jack Tar?
He was my dog on the boat.
Oh.
And the funny thing is everyone is saying, who's that? Jack Tar, currently, no one else can really see except for Kaido.
Oh.
So he's with Kaido, but you guys can't really see him.
Alright, well my question remains then.
And is he real?
She, actually. Jack is short for Jack.
No.
I'm
So
only
is
bleeding out.
Kaido just like jumping up and down, super excited, and like rubbing the air and going, "Who's a good girl? Who's a good girl?" And we just can't see. We're like, "What's going on?"
Who
What?
is a good girl?
Jack's back. Who is a
Did he
good
hit his
girl?
head too hard?
Jack is a good girl. We know that we were unconscious.
Yeah,
Are we
absolutely.
aware?
Yeah, I have 1 hit point. I'm like on the floor, bleeding out, and now I'm like changing colors. Oh, great.
Okay. Have we considered to have taken a long rest?
It is entirely up to you if you want to stay in this potentially evil cave and potentially, get attacked while you're long resting here.
Oh, I don't know how long we were unconscious. Is that considered a short or a long rest, or no?
Being unconscious is not a rest.
Okay.
Then I suggest we get out of here because that was a pretty
Very
gnarly
nice.
cave.
Does it look like there's anything we can scavenge before we leave?
Do a investigation check. You find nothing,
Go me.
but good try. But I'll make the decision for you guys. You leave the caves, and you you make it outside, and you go back to a kind of our basic camp that we have set up for everyone. This is
So
kind of
our-
like our go-to camp. Morgana, you'll notice I put rocks on there for you.
Aw, I got a nice little bed now.
So we still have like really low hit points, or
You are, so, now that you guys are at camp, you're going to have a long rest. So you can hit the long rest button on your D&D Beyond, and then you should be good.
So, ladies and gents, you think we should head back to the village?
Probably. How much more rations do we have? Maybe
Probably
another
getting
day,
shorter
right?
now.
Yeah, we have word of mana crystals in the north, but we don't know where. And so it might be best to go to town.
Yep.
I would have been maybe spending time with that new blade that I found too. I don't know about like attuning to it necessarily yet, but I would have been, if we had a long rest, I would have had my eye on it at some point.
Absolutely. So while you're with this blade, you do notice that it's pale in color. It doesn't appear to be rusted at all, but the tang that was there does have like rotted wood and rotted leather that's there, so it's definitely really, really aged. The crossguard is missing, and you do see etching on it, but you can't really make it out. But it's definitely seems like a really old blade. Captain and Kaido, you guys have your Cloak of Billowing as well. And then we do have to have our 3 days downtime. So we're going to kind of like fast travel to Bael Loche. But as you're traveling, you guys could be discovering your new powers. Whoever wants to go first can go first.
I have comprehend languages.
Oh, nice. I was going to ask. I thought Sarah might too.
So
I already had that one. But yeah.
Well,
every time I try to comprehend languages, I still can't.
Can I cast comprehend language? Figure out what the blade says on it?
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea, actually. Mark, what happens when you cast comprehend languages?
For the duration, you understand the literal meaning of any language that you hear or see signed. You also understand any written language that you see, but you must be touching the surface on which the words are written. It takes about 1 minute to read 1 page of text. The spell doesn't decode symbols or secret messages.
Awesome. Hand is on the blade. You take your time looking at it. It doesn't seem like you would know what language this is, but it would just put it in a language that you can read. On the blade, what it says is, those who wield are justice born. And then there's a name, but you don't recognize the name.
Okay. What is the name?
It is Jeff. No, I'm kidding.
Jeff.
I didn't come up with a name, but it's a name.
Jeff worked.
Sir Jeff Dormin. Yeah. Canon. But still, that is what your blade says, Lisbon.
Excellent. I thank you, sorcerer.
He's a warlock.
Sorcerer. Warlock.
Well, magic user. I'm an outlander. Come on.
It's a 3-day journey back to town. While you're traveling south to town, you meet up with some caravans that are going south. And so you guys are with a lot of people. Because it's kind of like more loud and noisy, you're not really encountered by anything. And you guys have an uneventful trip back to Bael Loche. It takes 3 days to get back to town. And so it's been a total of 9 in-game days. So we've only had 9 days total. The coronation that's taking place at the capital is in the next full moon, which is in about 25 days. And so,
Okay.
what were you guys doing to get your powers, like, while you're traveling?
I had a horrible nightmare of the old ones telling me that my purpose has not yet been fulfilled, and they put their tentacles all over me and gave me more power.
Gave you more juice.
Kind of like it.
It burns so good. Right. How about you, Lisbon?
Lo, there, but for I was in my hunting, when the tadpole illusion I doth use to lure my prey was in the pond becast. Lo, for there was before I and the stunned fish below a giant tadpole of some unusually large froggish creature. So easy was the illusion that I found I could make others. However, when I put my strength into creating a massive illusion, I was successful but spent for the day. That morrow, another striking strike bestruck me. Trekking back to camp, I tripped on a root, taking the rotted tree down with me. In a panic, I did but tap into something strange which protected me. But then after, I was able to control these wards in times of need. Bahamut hath well gifted me, sanctifying our fight against evil, friends. Let us unto evil deliver ourselves, brothers. And Morgana. I know we can do good if we try. In fact, I'm counting on it.
Awesome.
Fantastic.
Perfect. How about you, Morgana?
I got drunk with Tav and I lost him somewhere.
And how did that make you discover your new powers?
How did that make
Oh,
you feel?
so while I was intoxicated, because I have no ambitions, apparently I have to let myself relax in order to use my dragon's breath.
Drunken master.
That poor bastard did not know what was coming.
All right. And how about you,
I found
Kaido?
that out. Then I also found out that I also grow dragon scales, too.
I already forgot about that.
I did, too. I had to write down.
Why is there a blue line across? Oh, okay. So I found my new powers through Jack Tar. So I noticed that as we walked, Jack would come in and fade out, and look at me like he wanted me to follow her. He wanted me to follow her. And during the 3 days when we would sleep, Jack would come to me in my sleep, and I would follow her, and she would bring me to the ghosts of some of my dead shipmates. And I found that I could speak with them. And I've also found that Jack kind of acted as a bridge between myself and the dead. And I found that by talking to the dead, I have gotten new powers from them.
Awesome. So, one thing I did forget to tell you guys before the session, because you guys were unconscious in the cave, all your arrows have been spent or broken when you collapsed on them. But as you guys went to hunt, when you pull back on your bow, you notice that something seemed to appear in an arrow's place, and you're able to fire it. So you guys have arrows that you kind of create from your magic, so you guys don't need arrows anymore.
Nice.
So,
do these arrows have any?
I was about to say, you don't know anything else about these arrows yet.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask you.
Yeah. But they seem to work just as other arrows. And now we don't have to worry about arrows.
Did my bow feel any different when I was hunting? It been easier to draw and aim?
I mean, you're definitely stronger now, so yes.
Did it seem like it was easier to hit things and I did more damage on a hit?
I would say so because, again, you're stronger. So, a little bit more accurate, hitting a little bit better, hiding a little bit better as well. You guys make yourself, you head back to Bael Loche. And you do notice that as you're making your way back through the north part of town, where the first initial battle happened, it does seem a little different than you remember. As you arrive, it's about midday. It's a sunny day. The air is cool, and it seems pretty okay. So, but now there's a bunch of extra tents. There's a bunch of wagons around here. You see on the gravel stone over here, let me see if I can ping it. Ping. There is some horse-drawn carriages. This one with the two horses you see is being led by a half-orc, or no, a full orc, I'm so sorry. And everyone seems to be bustling and hustling. So more people have come to Bael Loche as they make their way down to the capital.
Can we examine these tents over here?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can make a perception or investigation check, whichever you prefer. That's fine. It's not a very high DC anyway. But you would definitely know that from some of these, you would recognize that some of them are dwarven, it appears like. Some are like elvish. None appear to be like gnomish, and most are human. So it's like a mix of people are here.
Does it seem like mostly camps, or is it like vendors and stuff, or it's just like kind of all of the above?
It seems like camps more than anything else. Most of the tents do appear empty, so maybe most of the people are in town.
So it's not like a market of sorts?
No, it's this is more like where people are sleeping, kind of thing.
You said there's elvish people here. Do I see any wood elves?
You don't see any wood elves here, and I don't think you'd recognize their tents as being wood elf, but odds are they probably are here.
I see a tent with rocks. Is there a rock gnome here?
There might be, yeah. We can definitely go in town and look. Or do you guys want to look in the tents?
It seems a little rude.
I was going to ask if there's...
I don't want to steal their stuff if they're nice people. If we go to town, they're rude, then we'll steal stuff on the way back.
Okay.
That does
tie
make
their
sense,
shoelaces together.
After I charm them,
them.
then we'll thunderclap their head apart. All right. So yeah, you guys make your way back into town. It's a total of 6 days from when you guys first set out. So the town is pretty much the same as it was, but there's just more people and everything here. As you guys are coming through like the gate, I would say, the captain of the guard, Joe Ligma, goes up to you, Captain, and he says, Captain, I'm so sorry to bug you, but there's been an issue. Can I speak to you?
Certainly.
He kind of takes you aside in private, and he says, There's a gentleman that came into town a few days ago. His name is Thorn. He went to the inn. He ordered all the most expensive food, all the most expensive alcohol, and he said to put it on your tab. When we kind of confronted him about it, he said, he's my new boss. Take it up with him. Anyway, we have him in jail. So we'd like for you to go, talk to him and kind of bail him out at some point today.
Okay. I'll deal with it when I can. I have other business to take care of, but I will deal with it.
It's no rush. We have him locked up. He can't hurt anyone anymore. He just said that he was going to be a captain of one of your ships, so I just figured I'd bring it to your attention.
Was this the cook?
No. The cook was Wyatt Sheffield, which is a clever name, I know. This is Thorn. He was one of the thugs that I think you cast Charm on, and then you cast Charm on him and convinced him to kind of leave the order. He was just a hired mercenary. You told him that you'd hire him.
Okay. Well, how much do we owe? How much did he rack up?
Joe says, well, I don't know off the top of my head. I'm so sorry, but I can say that it is quite substantial, but the warden will let you know.
Okay.
So that's that.
Well, I go back and I tell the rest of the party what you just told me. What do you think we should do? Should we the church at the center and get the latest news, or should we go straight and deal with this situation, or what?
Well, we should check in with the mayor.
Let's do that first.
Yeah.
So as you guys are kind of moseying down the path, walking up to the church, because you're kind of coming in the north side, you see a familiar face. She comes running up to you guys. She takes off her fake elf ears, sprouting her normal human ears, and it is the fortune teller. And she says, "Oh, I'm so glad that you guys came back. I knew you'd come back." And then she looks down next to Kaido and says, "Oh, what a cute dog. Oh, man, she's so cute." She starts petting the air from what you guys can see. And Kaido, if you remember, you paid her a gold piece to watch the town.
Yes, I remember.
So she kind of gives you a big, huge expletive of all the people that have been coming in. She does tell you about Thorn as well. Just that a lot of people have been coming through. She said that there is some gnomes that are in town, but it's rare to have gnomes in Bael Loche. And then there's a bunch of people that look powerful from the Order of Mana here. The Order of Mana would be basically an organization of wizards and sorcerers that are pretty powerful. And she also says there's no more attacks, and everything else has been pretty standard.
Well, I thank her very much for her information. And I give her another gold piece, and I say, could you please continue with keeping your eyes and ears open for us, dear lady.
She takes it very happily, and she says, "I knew this was going to happen." And she takes the gold and puts it in her pocket.
I wink at her and say, "So did I."
Yeah. She does kind of. She puts her hand on your arm and says, "It might be worth it for you to go visit the tanner at some point today."
Thank you very much.
She gives you a wink, and that was that.
Thank you. I'll stop by for tea later, perhaps.
Oh, that would be lovely, she says. And you guys will remember you do have rubies to sell as well, which you can go to the jeweler. And then I think someone else has other things that they want to do as well. So what do you guys want to do?
Well, we have to go to the jeweler first, because Captain's got to bail out his guy, so we should probably get the money.
I gotta talk to this guy first before we bail him out. I don't know.
We might leave him there.
Yeah, true.
I'd like to talk to the blacksmith about the blade, and then I want to talk to the apothecary lady about dealing with the cult, and maybe find out who else is in control. I don't know. I don't really have a plan for that one yet. So yeah, either the jewelry store for money, And or the blacksmith. Like you're at.
I want to talk to the jeweler and the
Fix it
apothecary.
up.
All right,
That'll take
Let's
the
go to
initiative, probably.
let's go to the jeweler first, then I guess.
All right, awesome.
And we
So
need
you
money
guys-
for everything.
Yeah, it's true. So you guys go to you go to the jeweler. I don't think you've met him before, but we have Helena Menden, who is a halfling male. He is definitely older. He has one of those like longer monocle things in his eye, and he hears like the bell of the shop open, but he doesn't really look up, and he says he doesn't say anything. He's just looking at a diamond that's in his hand. And then he says roughly, he says, how can I help you?
We have some
I'm counting on it.
gems to share to sell.
Oh, gems. That's great. What do you have for me? So I think you guys got 2 or 3 rubies and an emerald, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
So let's put it on the table and see what he says.
Does someone want to cast detect magic on them first?
I think we
I don't
did,
think
didn't we?
I don't think anyone has detect magic.
I think I do.
I don't think you do. I think that's your other character that does.
Mm.
So we'll kind of we'll streamline this a little bit. So you put down the 3 rubies and the emerald.
3 ruby and an emerald.
So he looks at the rubies. They're very nice looking. They're very pure. He looks at the one. He looks at it through his loop. He says, "Oh, this is very high quality." He's very satisfied with it. He puts it to the side. He takes one up. He does the same thing. This one's not as good. And then he takes up the 3rd. He looks at it for quite a long time, and he says, "I can't buy this one." He puts it to the side. And then same thing with the emerald. He picks it up. Oh, it's high quality. I'll take this one too. He offers you 1,000 gold pieces for all of them.
Do we want to?
Can you tell us why you cannot buy that one jewel, sir?
He looks at it. He looks at you, and he says, "Well, I don't mean to scare you, boy, but there might be someone locked inside of it."
Okay, in that case, let's hold on to it.
That's good to know. Is that one of the rubies or the emerald?
The ruby. But I'll give you 1,000 gold for the rest.
I have no idea what gems are worth, so I suppose we're gonna rate.
Well, I can tell you for a fact, Kaido, that this is a great deal, he says to you.
And I say, "How do you know my name, Mr. Jeweler?"
He says, because the DM slipped up.
Oh, all right. We take the money, guys.
Yeah,
I'm taking it. I don't think Lisbon's heard of that much money since he was a kid.
Yeah, absolutely. It's quite a bit.
Yeah, I think we
So he's very happy with the deal. You guys are there. He hands you 1,000 gold pieces. And he says, "All right, if you have nothing else, be gone with you." He does look at Morgana. If your diamond is exposed, he would definitely notice it, Morgana. I don't know if you have your diamond out or hidden.
it's out.
It's out. So it would definitely catch his eye. And he would, he's going to say, "I would very much like to see that diamond, if you can." And it's up to you if you want him to see it or not.
He can see it. And how much does he know about tokens?
Tokens, you can try and see if he knows a bit about it. But he's a jeweler. He's not like, what would it be, like an artifact guy? But he's looking at the diamond, and he does say this is an extremely rare diamond. There's only a few like this in the world. Where did you get this?
I got it from my mother. It's a family heirloom.
And he says, you're a rock gnome then?
Yes.
He doesn't really know that you're a rock gnome because your skin is blue, which is strange for a rock gnome. He says, "Oh, that makes sense. Keep this close to your heart." And he hands it back to you. So you now know that diamond is almost priceless.
Nice.
And he knows nothing of tokens.
You can show him the token if you want.
Yeah, I'll show him the token. See if he knows anything about any of the lore or anything from being around town.
Awesome. So he
Being around
kind of
for a while.
he looks at it. He goes, "Oh, this isn't really my area of expertise." He looks at it. It's a little faded, but this is high quality gold. It looks like there's a symbol of Loki on here, but it's hard to tell. You'd be better off showing this to, Zalfan, Tinker. But I don't think he's in town. I think he went south to the coronation.
Of course he did. Okay,
Of
thank
course
you.
he did, yeah. All right, awesome. So if you guys want, we can have you guys like split up. So Captain, you can go to the jail. Lisbon, you can go to the jeweler. Morgana, you can go try and find either the Order of Mana or the other gnomes that are in town.
Sounds good.
And Kaido, you are approached by a runner, and he hands you a note. It just says kind of in... I don't know if Thieves' Cant is a written language, but it does say, meet me by the docks. And that's all it says. And the boy runs away. But you do know that it would be the written language of the Assassin's Guild.
Got it. Can I tell from the handwriting? Do I know the person who wrote it?
Give me an
familiar?
insight check.
Insight check coming up.
You do not recognize the handwriting.
Okay.
But it's up to you guys who wants to go first.
Do the gel first. I want to hear this.
See what's going on. Well, there's a big misunderstanding here.
I look forward to this journey against evil together.
Gnomes, because I want to know why I'm blue.
But Jack Tar does seem to be getting a little bit more nervous.